back your corner.
Olivier Coste overseeing this one. Yokota against Nguyen, 3 5-minute rounds. Judges score the contest in its entirety, not stanza by stanza. This one should be a good one. A very distinct possibility of a title challenge sometime in 2017 for the winner. Big prize on offer. Some might say a whopper.
Both fighters want nothing more than to get back to that title shot. And that was a Burger King reference there from Steve Dawson. But we're seeing a nice relaxed style from Yokota. His nickname is Hage Haya, which means Fast Baldy.
Which is fantastic, isn't it? It's a great nickname.
Teammates. But we could have a battle of the best nicknames here between the Situation Martin Nguyen and Fast Baldy.
I've got to give it to Fast Baldy, I'm afraid. But Nguyen has an awful lot to offer above and beyond nicknames here. In comes that flying teep kick from Yokota. And Nguyen was alert enough to back away from that and the follow-up punches. You can see he's cocking that right leg, Yokota, all the time, just looking to do something with it.
Nguyen has told me that he wants to be a little bit more patient in this fight. He's usually, he kind of lets emotions take over and he rushes in and he makes a little bit of mistakes sometimes. So he wants to be a little more patient and he really wants to be relaxed and composed in at least the first round of this fight.
Just as Yokota came in, Nguyen's overhand right looked to land. Caught quite a bit of glove, I think. But that's how focused he is and how sharp the 27-year-old is.
We saw some of previous Nguyen's fights. He's got a big overhand right, and you can see the way Yokota is kind of inching his chin out there. He's not really keeping his chin tucked, and he just got caught right there by a right hand. So he's got to keep that chin a little bit down because Nguyen's got a powerful right hand.
He's throwing it, he's faking it. It's going to be the dominant weapon in these early moments anyway. There it is again, countering the left jab. It came over the top of the jab. And Yokota will have had a good view of that already. Let's see what he's going to do about it. The way Nguyen beat Christian Lee, who had such a lot of attention, and deservedly so, it was something of a destruction. And really raised his profile at the back end of a very, very substantial 14 months for this Australian fighter. The Situation.
Action! You can see how composed and relaxed Yokota is. He's threatening that foot. He's really kind of lifting that back leg up to sort of threaten that rear leg push kick.
That overhand right is genuinely overhand, isn't it? The elbow is actually higher than the glove when it lands.
Yeah, Martin Nguyen throws a beautiful right hand, like he's throwing a baseball almost with that right hand. But in the way Yokota's got his hands down and his chin out, that's like, it plays perfectly into that weapon of Nguyen's. Lots of feints, though, coming from Yokota.
Yeah, there are a lot.
So you can see that it's kind of affected Martin. Like, he doesn't really know exactly what's coming from Yokota.
He wants that right leg, doesn't he? Oh, there's a big overhand right counter punch. And he's certainly hurt. And Olivier Coste jumps in. And Martin Nguyen has done it again. And this is another enormous scalp for the Australian. And it can't be very long before we see him in a rematch with Marat Gafarov, taking the plaudits of the fans. What a performance. And fair to say, Mitch, that when it came, we were all a little bit stunned.
I wasn't stunned at all, Steve, because that was actually, I couldn't have scripted it better. The way Yokota had his chin out, his hands down, Martin was stepping it in, he landed it twice before. He set it up perfectly to connect with a big right hand, drop Yokota, and then jumped all over him. Here it is again. Oh! You see Yokota drop the hands, and then Martin Nguyen just swarms all over him, and Olivier Coste jumps in to save the day. Beautiful technique from Martin Nguyen.
Wasn't quite the overhand that we spoke of before. It had that little bit of a hook to it from the side, didn't it? But absolutely perfectly executed.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Olivier Coste, has put a stop to this fight after 3 minutes and 36 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of referee stoppage due to strikes, Martin Nguyen!
Yokota drops to 25-7-3. Martin Nguyen is now 8-1, and the only loss is to the champion, Marut Gafurov. Rematch, anyone? What a big smile.
When we return, legendary veteran Shinya Aoki shows off his slick submission skills against Rasul Yakayev. You're watching One Championship Weekly. Welcome back to One Championship Weekly. One Championship's reign of kings promises to be a night to remember in Manila on the 27th of July. In the main event, Filipino hero Kevin Belingon puts it all on the line against Division I world champion Martin Nguyen for the one interim bantamweight world championship. In a star-studded card, Gary Tonin takes on Rahul Raju in a grappler versus striker battle. Filipino icon Edward Falayon tackles the undefeated Aziz Perudinov from Russia. Martial arts legends collide when BJJ master Renzo Gracie and three-division King of Pancrase Yuki Kondo face off in Manila. And in the co-main event of the night, Thai star Shannon Wiratchai clashes with legendary veteran Shinya Aoki. Wiratchai has idolized the Japanese warrior for over a decade, and he's looking forward to facing his hero in the cage.
Shinya Aoki, the legend.
Aoki looking to take home. Oh, it's good night, Irene!
I watched him 15 years ago on the internet, and I started to be crazy about him. I get crazy about martial art. I love this sport because of him. 15 years later, I just want him to see what he has produced.
Shannon Wiratchai. Oh, the big kibosh!
I want to be in the cage and show the best of my performance. I just want to impress him like what he has impressed me.
Shinya Aoki has scored more than his fair share of highlight submissions during his accomplished career. Here's the Japanese warrior using his legendary grappling skills to record one of his best submissions against Russia's Rasul Yakayev.
This one's set for 3 rounds. Inside the sold-out Singapore Indoor Stadium where they've turned out by their thousands for One Championship Unstoppable Dreams.
Judge time. Ready? Ready? Choke!
Shinya Aoki, former world champion, bounds out of his corner.
Shinya's looking to close the distance, slide under the punches, just
Yakayev
like that.
almost caught him coming in with that tagging right hand, puts Aoki against the cage. Peppering rights there from the Russian.
Good job for Yakayev to spin him around, has a deep underhook on the left side. But Shinya Aoki flies into an armbar into an omoplata.
Not where Yakayev wants to be. You don't want Aoki on top of you. Not this early anyway.
We were talking about the creativity, and that is a perfect example of it. Beautiful. He's known for his flying triangles. He's known for his flying arm bars, and that was a beautiful transition from an arm bar into an omoplata. Now Shinya's on top, creating a lot of heavy top pressure.
One of the finest BJJ exponents in the sport, Shinya Aoki, top position on Rasul Yakayev. Where does Yakayev go from here, Dragon?
Well, first he's got to create a little bit of space, so he's got to try to get that left arm underneath Shinya Aoki's right arm to carry a bit of an underhook. He's trying to frame off the face to do that, to create a little bit of space so he can get that in there. Hard time, but a deep, look at that. Look at the pressure. I know the squeeze. I have been on the bottom with Shinya Aoki. He is so strong. His hands look like a bunch of bananas. They're so big, and he's got so much top pressure.
Watch out your head.
Still top position here for Shinya Aoki. We are joined by world's heavyweight champion, The Truth, Brandon Vera. Brandon, great to be here. What a night in Singapore.
This is an amazing time. I've never been to the stadium here, indoor arena, and it's this crowd is live. The fights are amazing. God, thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here, champ. And we're seeing Shinya Aoki Mitch in control of Russell Yakyayev.
Shinya seems very comfortable just to stay here in half guard. He's not trying to pass. You can see the sort of the position that Yakyayev has, almost a lockdown position where he has the legs threaded under, but Shinya's trying. Now he's trying to pass. He's trying to slide the knee up, trying to get through. Yakyayev made his debut in one championship and looked real good against Shannon Wiratchai. Put on a very impressive game plan. So I hope that transitions here and he can figure out a way to get out of this heavy top pressure from Shinya Aoki.
Brandon, if you're in the corner of Yakyayev, what are you telling the Russian to do here off his back?
He needs to get that pressure off of his chest, get his back up on the fence, and wall walk and get up so he's not underneath Shinya. This is the worst position for him to be in.
Aoki looking to take home those in an omoplata there, Mitch.
Beautiful transition into a triangle. Got the mount from the triangle position, has it deep, but Yakyaev's trying to punch his way out of it. But as he's doing that, Shinya's adjusting. He's taking the punches to get that triangle even tighter.
I thought we may have seen a more passive Aoki tonight, but he has brought the grappling aggression early on here. Look at this triangle.
Oh,
Yakyaev in all sorts of bother.
Armbar on the right side, Michael.
Oh, it's good. Aoki's back in it with a circle as Aoki does tearing opponent attack.
That was a double threat right there. Had the triangle, got it tighter and tighter as Yakyayev was trying to punch his way out, but then caught him in a straight arm lock and got the armbar finish. That is impressive. That is classic Aoki. 2 submissions in 1.
Brandon Vera, we've seen 2 guys back-to-back who want to crack at the lightweight championship again. Edward Folaying and now Shinya Aoki. That was classic.
That would be a beautiful matchup. The classic striker versus the ground guy. This submission, like you said, the 2-for-1 package that he gave him was perfect. You couldn't ask for anybody to be more calm, collected, and cool in there during the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Olivier Coste, has put a stop to this contest after 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of triangle choke, Shinya Aoki!
Shinya Aoki brings the house down in Singapore. Another submission of the highest order from a man who can do them the very best, and he can do them all.
When we return, submission artist Gary Tonin puts on a dominant striking display against Richard Cormanel. You're watching One Championship Weekly. Welcome back to One Championship Weekly. The world's best martial artists descend on Manila for a blockbuster night of martial arts action on the 27th of July. It's legend versus legend when BJJ master Renzo Gracie takes on 3-division king of Pancrase, Yuki Kondo. Coming from the famed Gracie family, the passion for martial arts runs deep in Renzo Gracie's DNA.
Jiu-Jitsu, he competes me. A lot of times we think the richest that we can have, it's money. In reality, when you do a job well done, you're gonna get paid for it. Your money will come to you. You know, even though money is a very good tool to make things happen, I believe Jiu-Jitsu is a tool to change people. I'm thankful for Jiu-Jitsu because it gave me this feeling. When I think about not having Jiu-Jitsu, I think life would be much harder. It would be much harder for me to deal with problems if I didn't have the mentality of the Jiu-Jitsu, you know? So I'm extremely grateful for my family to give me Jiu-Jitsu and let me follow this path, you know, and be able to give this pathway to the young generations too so they can keep teaching. you change them into succeed, into be a successful person. We improve their souls, we improve their confidence, we improve the way of seeing life. And I think that's why people fall in love with Jiu-Jitsu, and I can see myself doing this. If I go up to be 95 years old, I'll still be on the mats, trying to pass my knowledge ahead, trying to improve people's life, and trying to make people around me better.
Garry Tonon will be another BJJ expert looking to impress in Manila when he faces India's Rahul Raju. Suffering from a mental disorder, martial arts helped Tonon stay focused and gave him a purpose.
I have ADHD. When I was a kid, it took me a while to be able to focus on anything that I was doing. Pretty difficult for me. I have to really spend effort and energy to like look at you in the camera right now and not think about people that are talking upstairs or punching things or people that are walking across in the background as they're coming into the gym. When I was a kid, there would be times when I'd like cry because I felt like I was struggling to do things that normal kids would have no problem paying attention to. One of the best things that a person can do is to develop some sort of routine. I have little routines and things to try to back up my memory so I don't forget things. But the routine of martial arts, of coming into the gym each and every day and training, and that's what I do. It helps me stay focused. It gives me a line of sight towards a particular goal, and I'm able to work towards it every day. Overall, I feel as though it's contributed to the personality of my fighting style in a positive way. In a very unique way, where I act and do things that other people wouldn't normally do. I'm appreciative of the ADHD, despite the challenges that I've faced over my lifetime.
The American grappler made his cage debut at the start of the year, and he surprised everyone with his striking against Richard Cormenel.
Second round, set for 3, inside the massive Impact Arena in Bangkok, Thailand.
All right, ready?
Playing host
Ready?
to the largest martial arts organization on the planet. It's One Championship.
Garry Tonon with a near TKO finish. Who'd have thunk it?
A near contender for GoDaddy knockout of the night. Now let's see what Cormenel can do, because Garry Tonon is on song, on the money thus far. Just upends himself.
Big kick. He's trying to elevate a little bit because of the height of Notorious. He's trying to reach that head with a big head kick. Just foot caught up under him a little bit. Good defense from Notorious. Oh, he is so dangerous when he gets into the clinch. He's going to try to inside reap that leg there. Yep, just like that. Brains it goes to the outside rather this time. Now in the half guard of Notorious.
Garry Tonon, top position. So many options available for the grappling whiz from here. Huge submission ratio in his BJJ competition. Can he start his global rule set career with a submission of Richard Cormenel? Maybe he'll opt for the ground and pound instead. Showing heavy hands tonight, Garry Tonon.
He's very comfortable from the top position. Look at him striking from the top. Takes the back, now he's in side control.
This is Tonon land. This is Tononville, and Cormenel is trapped.
Now he's got knee on belly, slides into the mount. Look at Cormenel trying to flow, trying to move. But Garry Tonon is just all over it. Every move that Cormenel is trying to do, Garry Tonon is just one step ahead of him like a grandmaster in chess.
But Cormenel's still here. Tonon, what's he setting up for now? Another aggressive position from the American. He starts the ground and pound assault. Big elbow drops down with a nose. There's one to the forehead. There's a right to the orbital. Cormenel taking shots, taking a beating now. Gives his back. Oh, this is danger. This is trouble. It could be the beginning of the end. You don't give your back to Garry Tonon, but somehow Cormenel back on his feet.
Tonon is trying to set a precedent. He is not just a one-dimensional grappler. He is a complete martial artist. He is trying to put the lightweight division on notice that Tonon has arrived. He's showing us a huge skill set right now.
Are you surprised at the resilience and the escaping so far of Cormenel, though?
Cormineau knows what's at stake here. The world is watching this match, so he knows he has to give it every ounce of determination and heart that he has, and he's doing that. He's eating some big shots that would have dropped any other lesser opponent, but Cormineau is in there, hanging tough.
Good popping right hand there from Gary Tonin. His ground and pound has been on point tonight. Up kicks trying to push him off for his Cormineau. Wants to spring to his feet, the Filipino. Tonin won't let him. Drills in that left hand. There's another one from Gary Tonin. You know what? Look at that. Slaps the legs away to go to side control. Is Cormineau going to give his back here? Gary Tonin. What's he looking for here, Dragon?
Oh, beautiful. He was attempting to possibly go for the banana splits there. He had him with his legs locked up. Cormineau scrambled out of it. Now he's in side control. And you know what? I don't know why we're so surprised that Tonin is demonstrating these skills. Look who is in his corner, Michael. We've got John Danaher. We've got Tom DeBlas coaching Gary Tonin in every aspect. Now he's in mount, dropping bombs.
And once again, Cormineau taking more blows with a box of Kleenex. It's good night, Irene! Gary Tonin, victorious on debut.
Hey, just throw the people's elbow. Is that what I just saw him do right there? Gary Tonin looking tremendously impressive in his debut in One Championship. Welcome to the Global Rules Set, Gary Tonin.
An elated corner, an elated Tonin. A magnificent performance from Tonin, Mitch.
You know, you could just see him. He didn't want to finish with a submission. He wasn't trying to grapple. He was trying to throw shots. He was trying to get the knockout. He wanted to finish this by knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Olivier Coste, has put a stop to this contest after 3 minutes and 40 seconds in the second round for your winner by way of referee stoppage due to strikes, Gary Tonin!
A magnificent debut, and Gary Tonin is 1-0 in One Championship. He gets the winner's medal as part of the largest martial arts organization on the planet. The Lion Killer, Gary Tonin. Winner by referee stoppage due to strikes.